They are not aware. Those who are contented with nothing that's real. Today, education from the public school to the private school are not geared to give you the information to overturn the tricks and traps of this society that were laid down many years ago. You continue to spend money for information in their so-called higher schools of learning that make you inferior to those who you sit beneath. You look up to the people who have a title like teachers, professors, doctors, masters, and other symbols that were only grafted by the pen to take away your creative mind, your will, and your proper lifestyle. Let's go back to the time and try to remember the first day you went to school. Did you cry? Did anyone around you cry? Did it feel strange? Come on, think about it. Think about it. Did your mother have to stay with you? And did she try to con you into believing that you will be alright? You will be okay? The word okay means "O King." That means you were subject to the king. Did you find yourself with a lot of room for trouble in school? Because the teacher didn't really care. They let you go to the bathroom and attend it. They knew that other people was going to be. They knew by what they say, mathematical projection, variables, that if you have 100 children, 100 children will not be able to be conformed. Some will be higher, some will be lower. So you was just a statistic in school. We'll explain that later at another time. Your schools is the one who forced you to give your allegiance other than who you are and your true purpose for being born on earth. The answers to prayers that your grandparent, your great-grand and great-grand, so they say, well, I pledge allegiance to this flag. No, that wasn't right. And you may think it was right, but it's not. Now you know it's not right. And if you do the investigation, you'll find out it was not right. Okay? You give your pleasures to your higher power, to your oversoul, to what is reality. What they wanted you to really say was to forget who you are and your relationship you have for your higher power, your purpose in life. They was trying to put you further into what they call a spell, to put a spell on your brain so you would not be able to activate the thought patterns to retrieve information from the mind. So your actions from kindergarten, called a kind of a garden, you were systematically been brainwashed away from what you need to survive. Each year you was taken through a strip down and a mind beating. You was fed with inferiority and a need to have them in front of you daily. From eating to drinking water to health to shelter, every aspect of your life was calculated and planned. The people who were in government had no care for you and the color of your skin. Each year your mind was forgetting and getting weaker and weaker. Your past is almost destroyed until 1977 came. And that was a great year. Actually, 1977 was the perfected of the opening of the Seven Seals. See? There's a start to a finish. Just like you have Haley's Comet. and it was a tale. They spoke about it, but they say the first part of it happened in such and such, but the whole thing didn't come into existence or in to about 10 years. We'll talk about that too. But the year 1977 brought forth an opening in the heavens. This opening is referred to as a vortex. This opening in heaven sent down help in the form of Elohim. It was like saying it's raining men. Yeah. Those who watch the skies and help the chosen. The teacher of low esteem and racial hate was not going to affect those who are now chosen. The booby traps in the form of hate and words are not being taken up. The selfish attitude that Europeans have will no longer be, for the help of the heavens is here to release all from the ill feelings of the world, to change this unity of the Elohim, the chosen, and bring in unity, to turn all hate into love. You see, the supernatural is here. All the weather reports prove me right. Just look at the television and you will see the inaccuracies of their reports. The heaven is now taken over, and is the heavens, so shall it be on earth. The contents of the so-called knowledge that is formulated in the many schools around America and around the world will be of no use to hurt you. For you are of the chosen, the children of the Elohim. Your mind will adjust to the teachings of this light that I shine, and your battery will be recharged. Your works will be far greater than that was presently recorded. You will run faster. You will jump higher. You will think faster. You will do what you need to do. It's time to research and to find out all the valuable information that was sent to you. Today, there are many forms of writings that you will need to untangle the web of lies that are in your computer and the lies that are in your mind. Knowledge was left in the forms of music, writing, clothing, and verbal sayings. Knowledge was left in forms of music, writing, clothing, and verbal sayings. You must add on and build your nation with truth, a foundation of love called the principles of love.